Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is actually a recreation of this one. So I made this back in December with the True Blue product of the month, and I actually filmed this a day after I was meant to have had my operation, and I had a microphone issue, so I filmed the full tutorial, chatted through what was meant to be going on with my surgery and why it had been cancelled, uploaded it. Hadn't checked it first because I didn't, and found that there was an audio issue, and yeah, I'm just about getting now around to, I'm now going to recreate it, because I then, with the audio issue and it had already been seen by a few hundred people, I was like, oh goodness, so I did a quick reel, but I'm now just about getting round to sharing how to make this huge, gorgeous, fabulous bag, and I'm filming this ahead of when I'm due to have the operation, and you're seeing it after I've had it. I'm assuming I'm fine. Anyway, so I'm using the brush with beauty paper, so I don't know if this is still available. So although it was a product of the month for December, you could still get it in January, and I'm filming this in January and it is still available. It might not be by now. So brushed with, what did I call it? Brushed with Beauty Designer Series paper, which I have not yet used. And it's lovely, and we need 2 sheets of it, so I'm going to have to be brave. Do I use my favourite and then not be able to use it unless I buy another pack, or do I use one I don't think I'm going to use again? And oh, I don't know, because I really like that side. I don't love either of those. We'll make that a choice, but I also think that will be stunning in photos. It's difficult, isn't it? Okay, so do you know what? I think I'm going to go with this one because it's similar to that one. Oh. Okay. It's a good job I didn't press stop then. I answered the phone and then, yeah, spam. Anyway. This is very similar to that, so I think I'm going to go with this one. Right, let me put these out of the way. So yeah, you're going to need 2 sheets to make this. Oh, I haven't got my extra desk up. Oh, I have nowhere to put my paper. On top of the bin. I normally put a camping table up next to me when I'm doing filming. Right, so this measures up at 8 inches by 3 inches by 9 inches, which is 20 centimetres by 7.5 by 23. That's what it finishes up at. And now that's an alarm going off. So we're gonna, so long as your papers are the same way around, so don't have one like that and one like that, you want them both the same way around, we're gonna do exactly the same measurements. So 3 inches and 11 inches, which is going to be 7.5 and 28, and then this one is 3 inches, so again 7.5, and repeat on this one. Just make sure I did do that one at 11. Yes. 3 inches, 11 inches, so 7.5, 28, and 3 inches. Really simple. Let me put that down. And burnish up both of these. Oh, actually there's three score lines on each of them, but let's burnish up both pages. So I'm going to show it this way around because I think you're going to see it easier. So this is the top, and this is what is going to form the bottom of the box. And I'm going to take a little wedge off that part and this bit, and then cut straight up that rectangle. And then this one over here, oops, I'm going to get rid of that, but I'm also going to mitre up slightly there and over there. So what you're left with is that. So I've got a wedge out there, and then this little bit, and that's gone there, and then I'm going to do exactly the same over on this one. So you're treating both pieces of paper exactly the same way. So both of them absolutely identical. Right, oh, I can't put that in the bin, I've got paper on the bin. Okay, so what I want to do now is attach that one to this one, so I'm going to put tape along this tab that I've created. And then while I'm here, because I need to do it on this one as well anyway, there and there. Okay, so I'm not taking too much off at this stage. I just want to take a bit, because this is quite a big sheet, and I want to make sure it's really well lined up. Okay, so I'm pushing down there, and that is nicely lined up. So now I can just close this one off. There we go. Right, and I'm going to decide which is the front and the back. There is no right or wrong, but what I do want to do is I want to get some tear and tape on these bits. And then this one. Oops. And fold it up, and that's going to get very, very close to the camera. Oh, can't get it back off. There we go. So fold those two sides in and bring it round, and then more tape along here. And that is going to close it up, and I can just put my hands in there, and that's all fully firmly closed. Now on this one you can hear it in there, I've got a bit of cardstock at the bottom, so if you're going to put something heavy in, I would put a piece of cardstock. So you want to make it 2 7/8 by 7 7/8 of an inch, so about 7 by 19 centimetres to go in the bottom. Okay, right, to close it up, just walk your fingers up the sides to this point so you can pinch it closed, and it's going to close like that. Okay, and on my first one, you can't really see it, but I've got in here, I've got some holes. So we're going to do both ways that I closed the original one. So I'm going to get this out, my crocodile. So I'm eyeballing into the centre on both sides. So I'm going to give you the options as to how you close this box up, bag. Let me find an appropriate, prettily coloured ribbon that I apparently do not own. Why has my ribbon collection gone to practically nothing? Oh no, there we go. So that one is basic beige, I think. It is basic beige. Okay. So So I'm going to tie a knot in the end, so I've just fed that through. Knots I can tie, bows not so much. And then pull some more for over that side. And again feed from the outside to the inside. I'm doing it as a double knot just so that it is a bigger lump that won't go through, won't pull through the hole. Trim off that excess. So that's your option number one as to, you know, you've made a handle for it. But what I did with this one, I took it a step further and I closed it fully so that you can gift it to somebody and it is still a bag and they can still, you know, you can give it to them still with a handle attached, but instead it's got pretty ribbon on it. So I'm going to get a couple of clips just to hold it closed while I do this. I mean, you could stick a couple of clips on it and, you know, away you go. Okay. Right. I need to feed that inside the handle. Do my best to tie a bow up here somehow. My first one turned out really well. I don't know how or why. I'm fairly sure this one's going to end up upside down, but could have been worse. Actually, that's not too shabby, is it? Oh, I just head-butted my tripod. And then, when I take those off, I'm just going to slide it across a bit more. Because I want to kind of keep this bit. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I'm going to have to shorten this, aren't I? I need that to be across more. No, silly Sam. And that alarm's going off again. I need it to be further over here. Okay, let's try that again. Because I'm annoyed at myself for not doing that bit. I need it to be either side of this so that it fully closes. And it keeps its shape and doesn't pop open on those sides. I've got myself all in a tangle. Okay, let's try that again. And I don't have an awful lot of ribbon to play with, but wish me luck. Well, could have been worse. So that now should... it's just pinged straight across. It doesn't want to play, does it? Well, oh, no, there we go. There we go. It's keeping it closed now. So like this one, it's kept it closed up at the top. And then you still have the handle just there with a very pretty... You can't see the colour of that ribbon on there all that well. You can see it probably, arguably, a little better there. It's the same principle there, and this is a long video, so I'm not going to add anything further to it, but you can put tags, labels, whatever you fancy on there, and you'll be good to go. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.